Revealing email recently from a kid called Elliot Morse. It was a copy of something he sent to his teachers the day after last week's riot at the Capitol. Elliot Morse is 16 years old. He's a sophomore at Duxbury High School in Massachusetts. And we want to read you some of what he wrote. Dear Mr. Donovan and Mr. Cucinato, as the world was shocked by the violence and unprecedented events that occurred on January 6, 2021, these events should be condemned and should be a wake-up call to our country to unify and bind together. As I sit on Zoom listening to each teacher speak about these issues, I feel more and more isolated from our community at Duxbury High School. As someone with a view that may not be popular in today's day and age, I feel as though there could be a more effective and better way of going about talking about what happened yesterday in a way that makes people like me feel more welcome. The First Amendment gives me, as well as every American, the right to freedom of speech. Everyone is entitled to say what they believe. It is inappropriate for teachers to impose their views on their students. I have now sat through 4 different classes, and in 3 out of 4 have spoken about the issue of what happened yesterday. The negativity toward our 45th president and the events, even those people are Americans just like you and me, made me realize just how divided our country is. Being on opposite sides of the spectrum had never crossed my mind until I went into AP government to speak about the election and the protests. This topic is very tough to speak about and has many different sides. That being said, neither side is right, and neither side should take all the blame. The one thing I do know for sure is that we are weaker divided. Teachers seem to lead toward condemning conservatives and praising Democrats in all different fields. And for that reason, I feel isolated from our community and enraged that my opinion is viewed as wrong by some students and by some teachers. I'm writing this email so that my fellow classmates can live in harmony and so that I do not raise my children in a society that is this divided. I wish that all opinions can be heard to their full extent, whether people agree or disagree. It doesn't matter what race, religion, sexuality, and/or political belief you come from. A school should be a safe haven for everyone to feel welcome. As of right now, I feel others' beliefs are being imposed upon me. I'm the oldest of 4 boys, and my brothers look up to me to set the example. I was doing homework with my youngest brother, who at the time was in 1st grade. I noticed a drawing in his folder. I pulled out this drawing, and I was heartbroken. My brother had drawn a picture of President Trump and written, "Trump should not build the wall." My 7-year-old brother knows nothing about politics. He knows nothing about the real world. He was being manipulated to believe something he should never even have known about. As a 7-year-old, he should have been focused on when the next time is he can play outside or read books, not about politics. Sincerely, Elliot Morse.